Thank you, Chairman, for those wonderful remarks. Sir, now, with your permission, let me invite our DPP, Mr. Renson, and thereafter maybe the DG E-Citizen sir has played a very, very critical role. Maybe I will give him 2 minutes to stage.
Yeah, thank you very much, DCI, for that warm reception. The CS Interior, Honorable Mulkamo, IG, Mr. Kanja, Commissioner General of Prisons, Mr. Randu, DIG APS, Gilbert Masenge, and let me write on protocols which have already been established and to say good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here this morning for this great milestone that the DCI, to a great extent, the National Police Service, has achieved in what is being launched today. As a key stakeholder in criminal justice system, I can only say that congratulations. You know very well the DPPs at the tail end of investigations. I believe this is one of the best things that have happened in the recent times in Kenya. As DIG said, the Singapore we have today. These are things we have seen in other parts of the world where we've traveled and see things work this way. I was excited when I saw that within about 2 minutes, you have your clearance certificate. Something Kenyans have been taking 2-3 months before they get. When we prosecute, at the end of prosecution, we are asked by the court, or we are expected by the court, to say whether this person is a first offender or a perennial offender. But in most cases, we are unable to do that because our systems of capture have been manual. So it is not easy for you to be able to tell the court that this is either first offender or a perennial offender. But with what I've seen today, I'm certain sure that now we'll be able to tell the court the truth and the facts that will help us fight criminal gangs. Because that aspect alone gives the court the best discretion when passing sentences. Because most of our sentences are discretionary. And we always expect that if somebody is a first offender, is treated differently from a perennial offender. That is when the message is sent that when you continue committing crimes, this is what happens. So this is a big milestone, and you can be sure you'll get the enough support or the support that you expect from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions insofar as our prosecution of these criminal persons is concerned. And of course, besides that, is what I have witnessed this morning on how evidence is supposed to be collected and analyzed. The beauty is, if what I saw is anything to go by, the investigator is expected not to interact with the analyst when analyzing evidence. Because always, that is what compromises the kind of evidence we expect or we receive when we want to make a decision to charge. So from what I've seen, I expect now forensic analysis will be something different from what we've seen in the past. And on this note, I'll say again, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Asante sana DPP Mr. Renson for those wonderful remarks. May I now invite Ambassador Echen to make a very, very brief remark before I invite Inspector General.
Thank you, Bwana Amin, the host today. Waziri wetu Bwana Kipchumba Murkomen, mkuu wa polisi Bwana Kanja, Bwana Masengeli, mkuu wa administration police, na mkuu wa commission of prisons, then the chairman of the police commission. Yangu ni machache. Bwana waziri, yangu ni kumpatia hongera Bwana DCI kwa kazi nzuri ambayo amefanya, na sisi kama e-citizen, hilo ndilo lengo letu, the realization of the digitized government. That is what His Excellency the President had promised Kenyans, and we have delivered. So far, Bwana Waziri, we have onboarded over 24,000 services. The revenues have shot up, the transparency in the collection, and also we're also seeing now the transparency in criminal justice. That is where to go. This is where the first world is. So when you hear us saying that we are on our way to Singapore, that is the Singapore that we are all envisaging that we want to go before the end of this year. Kwa hayo machache, nasema hongera, and God bless you. Thank you, Waziri.